What is he really trying to do?
He's trying to scare my advertisers. He's trying to separate me from anybody that will advertise on my broadcast.
Glenn Beck right here in Scoreboard 2 days ago, referring to New York Congressman Anthony Weiner, who claims one of Beck's advertisers, Goldline, is ripping people off. Now, we've been trying to find out if it's true or if the congressman is just trying to attack someone he's opposed to ideologically. Last night, we talked to the president of Universal Coin and Bullion, Mike Fulgens. He says Congressman Weiner has worse offenders than Goldline in his own backyard.
Mr. Weiner does need to look, and I'll be glad to assist him in looking at dealers selling things at far more than Goldline's published marks, up to 100 times more.
So why go after Goldline? Joining us now to answer that question is Congressman Weiner himself. Congressman, great to see you. Thanks for coming in.
My pleasure.
So I don't know if you know this coin dealer, but we've talked to a lot of other coin dealers who say the same thing. Congressman Weiner, there are a lot of much worse offenders than Goldline. Why the focus on Goldline?
We didn't find any worse than Goldline, and they're the biggest. Look, if I want to correct a couple of things. You said you're refereeing this, but you've made a couple of mistakes over the last few days. We're taking coins that are sold, the exact identical coins that are sold in different places, and comparing the price. And we're comparing the price to two things. One, the benchmark, which is how much gold is in there.
Well, that's ridiculous.
And the second is, stand by. And the second is how much other people charge for it. So the melt price, which, by the way, is how much gold, and if you think you're investing in gold by getting these coins, the amount of gold in it is the only real indicator that you have to go by, is a markup of about 180%. But more importantly, the exact same coins can be found elsewhere for markups of about 85% less. So you ask why Goldline? They're the biggest.
But they can be found elsewhere for 300 and 400% more. That's the point that these coin dealers are making.
Well, first, not in places that compete with Goldline. You can say you can go into your neighborhood pawn shop and get ripped off there. Maybe that's true. But the fact is that Goldline's the biggest. They're a big advertiser. They're a big advertiser on your program. And you yourself made a mistake. You said an 18% markup. Where did you pull that number from?
18, well, the point is you said 100 to 150% premium, correct?
Correct. Where did you pull 18?
We said 100 to 100%. After you discount the gold,
David,
the differences between the other things. No. Hold on a second, Congressman. We said 100 to 150%. You're focusing on this 18% thing. That was once you eliminate the price of gold, which was, as we told you, people buy these collectibles for the collectible value.
Dave, you said the markup was 18%. That was a mistake, and I understand sometimes you make mistakes. That was a mistake.
No, what we were comparing it for were the coins. The point, okay, hold on, hold on a second, because I don't want to confuse our audience here. What we're asking about... No, Congressman, we're not. What we're asking about, and I'll show you the mail, our audience is not confused. They want to know why you're avoiding worse offenders than Goldline, if you accept the fact that Goldline's an offender.
Dave, you said 18% when you were on with Glenn. That's a mistake. It is no less than 30% and as much as 180%. You say it's a collector value coin. Do you know the limit on how many coins there are? There's none. No one is saying that you're going to buy this coin and keep it away from you. The idea is
I'm not sure I understand what you mean. What do you mean the limit?
Goldline has no limit on the number of coins that there are. You're saying you buy it for the collector value. They're advertising a gold purchase here. My reports, well, by the way, have you read it, Dave?
Yes, I have. I've read your report. I've also read the prospectus of Goldline as well.
So you know, stand by. So you know that what I'm saying here is how, if you want to invest in gold, how you do it. Goldline sells the identical products for an astronomical markup compared to their competitors. Now you say, oh, there are some competitors that are worse. Okay, bring them to me. I'd like to do a report on them. Well, can I ask you a question, Dave?
Yeah.
When you bought your gold coins, you buy them from Goldline?
No, I did not.
Because you shopped around, didn't you?
A little bit. You know what?
You can find the exact same gold coin.
Hold on a second. You asked me a question. I'll tell you the answer, okay?
Go ahead.
I asked somebody who I work with who actually knows a lot about gold coins. I knew he was a collector of gold coins. I knew I didn't want to buy the gold medal because I wanted to hedge my bet just in case gold went down in value. Okay. That's why I bought a collectible.
Well, let me give you a real example. The 1-ounce American Eagle, if you would have bought in 2007 the coin from in 2007, which is when gold started going up, if you would bought it from Goldline, you would still be 38% in the hole. because of their giant markup. So what the report is about is if you want to buy gold to be a hedge in the market and to try to take advantage of gold's rising price, I'm not saying that's good or that's bad. You are a business channel, though. You should realize there are some bad ways to buy gold and some better ways to buy gold. Goldline is a very bad deal on the identical things that others have for much, much less. And if you're buying it as an investment, you are going to lose money if you buy it through Goldline. You're a business.
Let me just tell you, hold on one second. Hold on.
That.
Oh, okay, hold on 1 second now. And again, I'm not holding water for Goldline. I don't make
yes,
any money.
Yes, you are, buddy.
No, I'm. Why do you think I would hold interview? Why do you think I would hold water for Goldline?
I saw the Beck interview. I saw the Beck interview. You were making up stuff. 18% markup.
Wait a minute. Congressman, don't make charges don't hit and run there. Why do you think I would be holding water for Goldline?
Where you have yet to tell your viewers where you got the 18% markup from.
Goldline says 18%. Goldline says 18%.
That's not what you said. That's right. Goldline fed you that number. You did nothing to substantiate it, did you?
All right, hold on a second, because Goldline.
Thank you, Dave.
By the way,
did
you ever look at a disclosure statement from Goldline?
I did. You know what I'm holding in my hand?
Wait a minute. But you said there was no disclosure statement.
No, they have a very lengthy one, but I'm going to tell you what else they have.
Wait a minute.
They have something that says that here. Let me answer your question.
But I saw your interview with O'Reilly. You were saying that there was no disclosure statement.
That is not true. You're just making up stuff left and right. I never said that in the interview. Listen, you know what I'm holding here? I'm holding a non-disclosure agreement that anyone who complains about Goldline has to sign. So I saw you talk to Beck, A+ rating, A+ rating. You are not allowed, if you want to get a refund, to even report it.
How do you get that A+ rating, by the way?
You get the A. First of all, Beck was on saying it's full of Fs. There's one gold deal that's ever gotten an F, one of them, and they don't even compete with Goldline.
But how do you get the A+ rating?
I don't know. Apparently, you get it by having nearly 50 complaints, by having complaints by the Federal Trade Commission, and even though you have a non-disclosure agreement.
So are the Better Business Bureau figures worth nothing?
The Better Business Bureau, I'd be very dubious of. According to the LA Times, and you can look up the story yourself, you should be doing. But look, never mind the LA Times. What kind of a reputable business makes someone who makes a complaint about their business, in order to get it solved, they have to sign a non-disclosure agreement? Doesn't that sound fishy to you? That's in the report. Now, did you report that?
Well, we just did. You just said it.
Your turn, buddy.
No. Look, we are not holding water for Goldline. I never bought any. No, why would we do that, Congressman?
Because
there are plenty of gold dealers around who want to advertise on Fox Business. Believe me.
They're a big one. They're a business partner of yours and of Beck.
They are not a business partner in any way that would compromise our editorial content, and that's the point.
You were on with Beck the other day like a lapdog, and you should be ashamed of yourself. You didn't check any of the facts.
We checked the facts with all the gold dealers that we talked to before, by the way. We are running out of time.
So where did you get the 18% number? You got it from Goldline. You could have gone to my report and checked everything they sell and how much they were more than their competitors.
So did you go to Goldline before you came out with your report?
We relied on public documents. We didn't want anything to influence us except the facts.
Okay.
And here's what I will say to you.
You never contacted Goldline.
You have, about what? Their prices? Of course we did.
You did?
We called them up for their
before
prices.
the report?
Of course.
Okay. All right. On the record, go ahead.
But Dave, let me just say this one final thing. Fox Business is one of these stations that looks out for people who are concerned about their welfare and their money. Okay? A lot of middle-class people out there struggling right now. If you have an advertiser that is just ripping people off, you have some obligation to get to the bottom of that, even though they're your advertiser. And if one of your
Why do you think we're having you on right now?
Well, can I be honest with you? You're having me on right now because you've been ripping me for 2 days with facts that are not facts.
You've been on O'Reilly. You're now on Fox Business.
That's exactly.
I mean, we're giving you opportunity to have your speech
Here's what I would recommend. Your program with Beck is out there. It's on the internet. Go back and take a look at it. See if you actually push back on some of these things. And here's what I think Fox News should do. They've already said that Beck had to break its relationship with Goldline. You've got to warn your constituents and your viewers that just because they're buying a collectible coin doesn't mean that it has any intrinsic value beyond the hundreds and hundreds of other collectible coins that are identical. So they should shop for the best price.
Congressman,
they should go to my website and they can compare.
Can we keep you for another little session on another side of a short break? Just a couple of minutes.
I would love it, Dave.
Just a couple of minutes.
One thing I'm not doing is hitting. I'm not hitting and running. I'm right here for you.
All right, good. So Scoreboard is going to get to the bottom of this. We've heard now from Congressman Weiner. We've heard from Beck. We've heard from independent coin dealers. Now let us get Goldline's side of the story. Goldline Executive VP Scott Carter joins us now from L.A. So, Scott, you heard what Congressman Weiner was saying. How do you respond?
Well, Dave, first what I'd like to say is thanks for having me on the program. And
Sure.
I actually regret that this is the first opportunity that I've had to discuss these items with Congressman Weiner. He did, aside from what he said, he has not contacted me. He has not contacted our company about these issues. So I just want you to know that, Goldline is proud of its reputation. We've been in business for 50 years. And by the way, we're proud of our A+ rating at the BBB. And we have over 300
Did you buy
employees
that rating
that are working very hard.
As some people have suggested is possible?
No, Congressman Weiner's statement regarding our rating is preposterous. The BBB is very well respected. In fact, you can go to any site and they reference the BBB. We've worked very hard to get our A+ rating. The congressman is recommending or representing that we have 45 complaints. That's over a 3-year period, and it represents less than 0.1% of our transactions. So we're very proud of our A+ rating, and I appreciate this opportunity to address the congressman's harsh statements and misrepresentations about our business.
Now, what about the markup talk? We've talked a lot about whether it's 18%, whether it's 100%, whether it's 300%. How much do you mark up your products?
Well, thank you for that question. I'm glad to address the record. I did see your interview with Glenn Beck, and you were talking about a profit margin. It was not a markup, and I actually reviewed that. So I'm glad that I can be here to address how we price our product. The congressman is absolutely incorrect in how he's stating our markup. Our spread, which is the difference between our selling price and our buyback price, is 35%. That is the maximum spread that we have on our products. In addition, we have products that have a 5 to 20% spread. So the congressman's statements about these exorbitant markups is just patently incorrect.
So the spreads, if I was to shop around, Scott, and if I was to go to a number of different dealers, where would you rank among those dealers?
I haven't priced our product to our other dealers. I know how our product is priced.
Well, apparently Congressman Weiner did. Congressman Weiner apparently priced the Goldline products against your competitors and found that you were overcharging. That's his charge.
And I disagree with that statement. As a matter of fact, the congressman used the 1-ounce American gold coin as an example in your previous segment. Our price for the 1-ounce American Eagle gold coin is about 5% over the spot value of the price of gold. There is no 100% markup or 200% markup. We are very competitive. By the way, I'd encourage you to go online. Our price is online for the 1-ounce gold American Eagle. So the congressman's statements are just patently false. What I think the congressman is misunderstanding is that there is a collector value to some of these coins. I think he's referring to the proof American Eagle, which has a much higher price in the marketplace. And we're a simple business. We buy the product wholesale. Many times we spend more than the melt value of a coin to buy it, and then we mark it up for our pricing. Okay. And at no time do we mark it up more than 35%.
Scott, we have a spread
of more than 35%.
We've had you on. We've had Glenn Beck on. Let's give the congressman equal say now to have the final word. Congressman, go at it.
Well, I mean, there are a lot of things in those statements which weren't true. First of all, this notion that they'll buy back the gold. Look for their contract anywhere. They have no agreement on what they will buy back the gold for. Maybe he's saying they'll do it. Maybe they won't. The gentleman from Goldline made the fundamental point. He said he didn't compare with all his competitors. I did. And you can do it too. You can go to my website and look how he compares the identical things that you can get from competitors. And to say that the amount of gold or the spot value, there's no spread, these are knowable facts. And what I did is I looked on the day of the study what the spot value for gold was, what the coin was selling for elsewhere, and what Goldline was selling it for. Goldline was selling it for just plain much, much more than the competitors for the exact same price. Those are the facts. He said he's never done that. I find that a little bit hard to believe. If you're going to open up a shoe store in my district, I'm sure you're going to look around at the other shoe stores to see what business they're offering. The fact of the matter is they are taking advantage of the insecurity that people feel, their giant presence in the market, and their relationship with conservative commentators like Glenn Beck to take advantage of hardworking Americans, and it should stop.
Congressman Weiner, is your door open to talk to other coin dealers who might have representatives worse from what you're saying than Goldline is? Is your door open? Would you hear about those other companies?
Of course, Amish, as a matter
We
of
have
fact, we're
people
gonna pass
who
letters
want to open your door and get those names to you. You said you take them.
Yeah, of course. But here's something that you've got to do as the arbiter of this discussion. Take a look at the actual report and see what we're saying. People who sell gold in other ways, and by the way, I'm agnostic on whether or not gold is a good investment or a bad investment. I do know that if you buy gold through Goldline, your chances of making your money back, even after years of an up market, are virtually nil because of the giant markup that they're taking.
Well, we are going to knock on your door, Congressman. We're going to offer you people who do have other examples that they say are more egregious or worse than the worst that you have said about Goldline.
Right.
Congressman
and
Weiner,
I want to say, Dave, and my door is open to you too. The next time you spout facts on the air, check with me, not just the company that advertises on your show.
We do better than check with you. We have you back to comment on it. Congressman Weiner, thank you for being here. Scott Carter, thank you as well. Appreciate it, guys. And we'll be right back.